Hey Dante, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Mr. Tressel?
Call me Jim. Call me Jim.
Jim, all right. Well, Jim, I wanted to thank you first of all for giving me some time to speak to you today. I love what you're doing with the campus since you took over here as president, and I think you've been making some great changes. But one thing that we hope here at Microsoft that you don't change is the relationship you have with our products for your students. And I'd like to discuss some of the details, if that's all right with you.
Absolutely. We're really looking to advance our students as much as possible, and I'm definitely very interested in your program, and I'd love to hear all about it.
Awesome. So the product, obviously, that we're talking about is Microsoft Office 2016. So you've purchased with us before, and we've made some revamps to the product and some upgrades. One of these features would be, you get a full office worth of programs for every student's needs. It gives the students the ability to collaborate with each other in real time, so they don't necessarily have to meet up in person, and they can work around their work schedules a little easier. This would give your students the ability to have more time to work on projects and hopefully lead to a higher overall GPA of the college, which I know is something that would benefit you as a college. Do you think that some of those features are something that your students, would help your students in your classes?
Absolutely. A GPA is really important for us. We want to maintain our image as a very nationally respected school. But one of my questions is, how are my students going to know how to use your product, and how will they be able to find it on the website?
Well, those are some great questions. I know, in the past that you've offered some classes that specifically go over our products, and one of the nice things is, as far as your products, our products being able to distribute them, and your students knowing about them from the YSU student website. When you sign on with an email, the students will have a link to be able to go and directly download Microsoft Office. So this helps us not have to distribute a CD to every single student, which would make our costs extremely high. And it helps us get to the price that we need to be at. And with the beauty of today's technology, when they're signed into their YSU email, we can offer them more of like a 4-year solution rather than a permanent membership, which would hurt us in the long run because we would want to acquire them as customers as well in the future.
Absolutely. Do you guys have some numbers I could possibly see so I can see where the prices would be from old times to now?
Absolutely. So currently we're looking at you guys have about 4,000, a little over 4,300 freshmen coming in this year. I know we did business last year, for last year's freshman students to give them a 4-year membership. We would like to do the same this year. Now, normally, if those freshman students were to download, if you were to download them a full copy, a permanent copy, at $150 each, and 4,321 students coming in, that would be upwards towards $648,000, $150 on top of that. So that's a pretty large number, but it would give each student the full copy of Microsoft Office.
Absolutely. That sounds like a really interesting deal for us. Do you know how much? What would happen if some of our students didn't use it? Would you guys have any returns for us, or could we possibly send it back to you?
Yeah. So we do have a refund for the students who wouldn't download the product. Also, as well, with that original figure, that would be the cost of each student, downloading the entire program of the university. But because we're offering a 4-year solution, and it's a digital download, it's going to cut our costs a lot. So if you were to order today, I would be able to get you a great discount of the original $150 cost. I can get it down to about $50 per student, and that would save you a little over $400,000. It would bring the total cost of your freshman class to $216,000 and $50 on top of that. So also we can offer the refund for students who don't download it.
Absolutely, that sounds really well. I'm absolutely very interested into that. So thank you.
Yeah. So our suggested order, for you would be to just purchase one for every student, hoping that all of them download it. But keep in mind that if 1,000 students don't download the program, we can refund you for that because it's not really too much of a cost to us. So with that in mind, would you like to get this ordered today so we can get your students a solution?
That sounds like a really good value. I'm definitely very interested, and would absolutely like to set up another meeting so that we can further talk about this.
Sure, that sounds great. While we get that information down for when we can meet, can I ask you if you have any ties to other universities like Akron or Ohio State that you can help us set up a meeting to kind of give them a solution as well?
Absolutely. I know the Akron's president pretty well, and I'd love to give him your number. You're a very good sales rep, and I'm sure he'll be interested just like we are.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for meeting me today. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too.